Diego Iniguez with Varsity Sports here with GCU Women's Club basketball coach Josh Braun. And Josh, how do you feel about this final game of the regular season?
Oh, we're excited about it, especially against ASU's first team. They've always been tough competition for us. They've got a good squad, so I think we're excited to get after it with them.
And I know this game is very important for you because if you win today, you clinch a first place spot in the Arizona Women's Basketball League. Just what would that mean? What would that mean for your squad?
Yeah, so I think we've had a really good season. So it'd be, first of all, good to finish on a good note, right, and continue playing the way that we've been playing, and then having the first seed going into playoffs is a huge advantage for us.
Thank you very much.
Yep. All right, thank you, Diego. Appreciate it.
I'm Diego Iniguez with the Varsity Sports Show, interviewing ASU Club Women's Basketball coach Christian Covarrubias. And Christian, how are you feeling going into this game against GCU?
We've played GCU a couple times before, and we're familiar with their team. And there's definitely a slight bit of rivalry there. So I think that today is pretty important for us to just come out and play our best ball. We know them, and we want to beat them. So we're here to take care of business.
So GCU's offense is currently averaging 67 points per game. Meanwhile, you guys have a great defense, only allowing just under 40. How important is your defense in your game plan today?
I feel like that's kind of our focal point of our team. Our defense is kind of where we get our offense. So if we get steals, we'll get layups. That's kind of how our team operates. I feel like if our team is able to neutralize their offense, we can definitely win the game.
Thank you very much for talking with me.
All right, Jacob. Thank you.
Hello and welcome into Varsity Sports. I'm Marshall Brown alongside Nia Jackson, where we got a good matchup today between ASU and GCU. Last regular season game before they head into the postseason. Nia, what are your thoughts on this game pregame?
Pregame, hopefully ASU can maybe win, but GCU, their last two matchups that they had, they won both of them, so it's more than likely that GCU can come out on top this match.
Yeah, absolutely. Now today for ASU, our starting lineup: number 1, Ava Ferraro; number 2, Sasha Daniel; number 30, Tatum Settlemeyer; 35, Julia Karan; and number 44, Sophie Davini. Who do we have on that GCU side?
For GCU, we have number 10, Aubrey Evans; for number 12, Amelia Gallegos; number 23, Maggie Hobson; number 26, Aaliyah Quintana; and number 27, Mia Brown.
Now, last matchup for these two squads, it was a 1-point game. They met up earlier this season in February. Uh, you know, ASU was pretty shorthanded on that game too. 5 players, whole team playing the entire game.
Yeah, the Lopes actually were trailing in that game 47-41, but then they scored 8 points to take the lead. But here we go.
As we get tipped off, we have Quintana and Curran. ASU will start with possession as it goes along the 3-point line, tossed around. We have a Ferraro to Daniel. Daniel driving, kicks to the corner. Slides in, looks for a layup, and will get it. Curran. The Lopes now around the 3-point line. Driving inside, layup attempt. It is in and good there for Gallegos. Up the court again goes ASU. A little trip up, but contains possession. Curran passing to the outside. Back to point. Steal attempt, almost got it, but retains possession for the Sun Devils. A shot from 3, and that'll go in again there for Curran. 5 points on the day for her, all of ASU's points so far. Lopes driving down court.
Yeah, Julia Kern for ASU, she's the team's highest scorer. She averages about 16.6 points per game. So here she is on the board with 5 points.
Travel call for the Lopes. We'll get the Sun Devils back the ball. Daniel at point. Goes through left wing. Back up top. Davini. Kicks back to point. Drives inside looking for a layup attempt. Left side is not going to get it off the front of the rim. Went out of bounds is what they're going to call Lopes ball. Gallegos. Pass is going to be deflected. It's going to go to the outside. ASU trying to get a 4-on-3 opportunity. It's going to get a layup up and good. Add another to the board for ASU. Lopes now. Sitting at point. Back to point. And a short timeout. Half called by the Lopes.
They're playing a lot of perimeter defense. Not really driving into the paint or anything, but that was a nice feed in from ASU there.
Yeah, we know our pregame interview, Diego Iniguez, one of his questions was talking about this ASU defense because, coach for ASU has said that, this defense it's only putting up, it's under 40 points a game. So that's kind of their staple for this squad.
Yeah,
Quoting that the defense is what makes their offense.
of course.
They're looking for those steal attempts to get those easy buckets. Evans to inbound. Cantina back to Evans. Foul at the short corner. Gallegos to inbound. Outside shot attempt. Up and no good off the front, but they're going to get another shot at it. And that one will not fall again. Rebound right off the outside. ASU driving down court. Pass attempt was deflected, but ASU got it right back. Ferraro takes a deep three. Be right off the back of the rim, no good. Lopes rebound. Gallegos to Hobson to Evans. Back to Hobson. To the corner. Back to point. Takes a three shot, and it is going to be good there for Hobson. Daniel to bring it up for ASU. Driving inside. He's going to find an attempt. He's going to put it up. He's going to get the foul call on the shot. And she's going to go to the line for two. First one will be up and no good. Second shot for Daniel will fall. Full court press on the Lopes as they look to get across this half line, and they do. Reinstating back at the point, Brown. Back to Brown. To the corner. Gallegos. Evan. Up to inside, and she's going to get the call, and the basket will count.
ASU's been playing pretty hard defense in this first quarter.
Quintana for the 3 attempt. That's going to add one more there as the game ties at 8. Daniels, that point, to the wing. Back to Daniels. She's looking to find something. Dribbles inside, kicks it out to the wing. To the other side. Settlemeyer. Curran. Back to point. 30-second timeout called by ASU.
Kind of been a slow-paced game, I feel like, today. But it is also 9 o'clock in the morning, so it is pretty early. I feel like not everyone's woken up yet, myself included.
Yeah, no, I feel like defense has been a staple on both these teams right now. A couple off shots, but a couple of deep threes, just some inside shots off, trying to pull away, and it's tough shots that they're trying to make just off decisions on is what it feels like right now.
Yeah, it's a lot of the stuff from beyond the arc, not really anything inside or anything. No one's really driving, trying to get any layups. It's a lot of threes, kind of deep twos.
I think both teams right now just need to readjust and find that teamwork, chemistry. As ASU gets ball in, Daniels drives to her left, looking to go inside. Ball's in, looks for an attempt, is not going to get it. Lopes will get the rebound. Full court press again. Gallegos over to Brown. Brown now looking to make something, kicks it to the corner. Shot up for 3 is up and good for Quintana. We're going to say her foot was on the line and call it a 2 ball. Daniels out for 3. Up to the wing. Layup attempt is going to be blocked. Quintana with the block. Brown to bring it up. Over to Hobson. Hobson now looking inside. Going to pick up her dribble, pull it out to the wing for Brown. Takes a 3, and it is good. Brown for 3, extending the Lopes lead. Daniels looks to drive. Going for the layup attempt, and she's going to have it there for 2. Brown stops her dribble, off to Hobson, to the outside. Back to Brown, takes another 3 attempts, and it is good again for Brown. 2 in a row for her.
They're going to have to look out for her if she starts to warm up. It's her second 3.
Daniels trying to find the look she likes. Passes it. Lopes are going to deflect that and get the steal as they drive down court 2-on-2. And they're going to reevaluate holding the ball. Evans to Brown, out to Gallego, who shoots the 3. No good. Rebound back again. Hobson's pass to Evans. Not go there. Daniels bringing it up. A shot attempt from 3. Going to be off the back and be no good. Good effort for the Lopes there to keep it in bounds. Brown outside to Gallegos, who shoots the 3. No good for the Lopes. But she'll get it right on back with that steal attempt. Another shot puts up for the Lopes, and it is good for Quintana.
Lopes had a slow start, but here they are, taking the lead, 18-10.
Daniels shoots the 3. Off the side, going to be no good. Rebound, Sun Devils. Passed out to the corner. It's going to be up for 3. No good again. Daniels with the rebound. Pulls out to the corner herself. Tries to toss up another one. Off the back of the rim again. No good. As we get subs in from both teams here. Lopes inbound. Blommers with the ball. Harper in the corner. Out to Carter. Swings to the wing. Bickino. Shot attempt is going to be no good. Sun Devils with the rebound. Reese out to Ferraro into the corner. Shot no good. Lopes will rebound and get it back out. Broadbent into the wing. That ball fall out of bounds. Sun Devils ball. Settlemeyer to inbound. Ferraro to bring it up. Picks up her dribble. Deep in her territory. Ball at point into the corner. Back to point. Swung to wing. She moves towards corner. Gets inside. Layup attempt is going to be up and good there for Smith. Pickens up at point. Tosses to the wing. Carter. Carter driving inside. Finds a man who had an attempt. No good on the layup attempt. ASU driving up. Shot attempt for the last buzzer. Up and good for ASU. GCU looking to get out big there, but that last shot at the buzzer for 3 cuts that lead and brings it into a little bit more manageable for ASU.
Yeah, I mean they were up at the beginning here of the first quarter, but Lopes kind of took over, started to lead a little bit, but now Sun Devils are trying to bring it back.
And I think that's one of the things that GCU's been known for this year. I mean, they've won games pretty handily, but their coach's notes have said that they're not coming out in these games and coming off to a super big lead right at the start. Like they've started multiple games going down early, but they're a team that comes back.
Yeah, I think that's important. Kind of with teams like this, you kind of have to watch them because they can be kind of cold at the start, but once they start warming up and then they get really hot, then there's no stopping them.
One thing that I will say that is pretty obvious here is that you see two teams that are very different in quantity. GCU with just an abundance of subs to be brought in. ASU, only having 2 or 3 players on the bench to sub in. So these are players that are going to be on the court for a while.
Yeah, and it's important that you don't get tired when you only have 2 to 3 subs to work with. Compared to GCU, they have, like you said, an abundance of subs. So if one girl gets tired, they can easily kind of swap their whole starting 5.
Starts the second quarter. Lopes with ball. Blommers. Pass is stolen by ASU. 2-on-1 attempt here. Layup attempt is going to be up and good. Count it for ASU as Gerde gets the layup there on the steal. Another one stolen for the ASU. Another attempt. They readjust at the point. Give it out to Ferraro. Looks for a look herself. Screen. That ball is going to be stolen by the Lopes. Broadbent. Up and good for her. Another steal and score for both of these teams. Ball back to point for ASU. Settlemeyer trying to do it herself. Passes outside. She's going to have Smith. Pass attempt by Smith is not going to be good. Going to be stolen again. Lopes with another opportunity to put something on the board. It's going to be no good. Sun Devil rebound as they go back up the court. Settlemeyer's pass inside. It's going to be no good. Davini and Daniels back in for the Sun Devils on the subs. Carter to bring it up for the Lopes. Passes to the wing. Blommers. Screen by Carter. Finds a pass, looks inside, into the short corner. It's going to be good. Carter with the shot attempt. Daniels. Back on the court, driving inside. Finds a man. Gonna have it back at the wing. Inside. Post attempts is up. The layup there, good. Pick and yo. To Daniels. Shot up and is good. They're gonna call that for 3 too. For Carter. Daniels now. Out to the wing. Driving inside. Puts up an attempt, and that's going to be up and good there for Jardy. Carter. Out to pick and yo. She drives inside and tries to find a pass that'll go out of bounds. Sun Devils back with possession here. 4-point game. Just under 7 minutes left in this first half. Daniels brings it up and sets play. Drives to her right. Missed dribble there, but retained. Curran stops her dribble deep. He's going to find Davini. Finds a man inside, looks to go up. Did a great layup attempt there off contact for Daniels. Stolen again for ASU. Fast break attempt, one-on-one. Looks to go up for the layup, and she is going to get it. Tie game now with ranging 6 minutes left in this first. Lopes with ball. Driving inside. Let's go off of a lope there. Broadbent, who was driving in, but it's going to lose her dribble. Daniels here. Daniels to the wing. Back to Jardy. Pass attempt there for Jardy would go out of bounds. Lopes ball as ASU subs out. Carter at point. Out to Brown. Brown at the wing, moving to point herself, passes it around into the corner. That shot's going to be blocked. ASU now bringing it up. Davini, pass back out to Daniels. Brown on defense. Daniels driving inside. It's going to go off her foot on the dribble. Out of bounds. Lopes ball. Brown bringing it up the court. Pass out to Gallegos. Into the wing. Back outside Stockton to Brown. Into the corner. Finds a man inside. It's going to be no good. They're going to call that off a Sun Devil. As it stays down in the paint for the Lopes. Pass out to the corner for Stockton. To Brown. Back out to Gallegos. Trying to find Stockton inside. That ball's going to be stolen. Daniels bringing it up. Finds a shot in the corner. It's going to be up and good. 3 for ASU.
All these steals that the Sun Devils have been getting, they've been, being able to convert is important for them. If you're going to get a steal, it's important that you make the shot as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And they capitalize there off that 3 attempt. Find a man in the corner. One thing that I do say is different than their first quarter approach is they don't have that full court press that they started with right at the beginning of the game.
But I do feel that the Sun Devils are playing like major defense when it comes to the Lopes offense. They're still playing pretty intensely.
Yeah, and it could definitely be to the amount of time that they have to play. You put them in this first quarter and let their defense go out and show what they can do. Now comes second quarter, a little bit more breathing room for these players as they step back a little bit. Maybe give them a couple extra feet to step for their man guarding. ASU up 3 off the timeout as Brown brings it up the court for the Lopes. Going to drive inside, kick to the corner. Play called. ASU ball. As Daniel is bringing it up here. Kicks to the wing. Ferraro finds a man inside. Back to the corner, open shot attempt. The up and off the back of the rim, no good. Brown. Out to Evans. Into the corner. Back to Evans, who has a layup attempt here. Up and good there for Evans. Daniels bring it up. 1 point game. Daniels at points, passes at the wing. Ferraro now at point. Finds a man inside, but a foul will be called. Lopes being aggressive there on defense, but just getting a call on Davini. ASU to inbound. Ferraro. Daniels at wing. Backed up point. Davini trying to get that one to fall off 3. Be no good. Lopes are going to have ball here now. Gallegos. Rolling to her right. Off of misdirection. Looking for it in the paint. Foul will be called. No play there. As they send it to the baseline for the Lopes. Three attempt there for the Lopes will be no good. We're going to call a foul on Gallegos. As ASU now comes down court. Open shot attempt in the corner. Be just off the back, no good. Lopes now down court. Brown. Screen attempt. Brown with 3 attempts. Off the front of the rim, no good. Daniels now brings it up. Driving inside to her left. Layup attempt up and no good. Rebound ASU. Trying to toss it outside, but going to be deflected by a Lope, and Lopes now have possession. Finds a man at the corner, looks for 3, and that is going to be good for Evans. Great shot to give the Lopes the lead. Daniels. Curran. Over to Davini. Back at point is Ferraro. Finds a shot. At the corner, mid-range, it will be good. Deep mid-range shot at that. Brown, pass out. Hobson. Evans. Back out to Brown. Shot attempt is up and good. 2 for Brown. Ferraro. Davini looking inside. Shot attempt outside on the 3. It's going to be no good. Lopes rebound. Brown to take it up. Moving quick. Driving inside herself. Looking for a pass shot. Now ASU driving down. Shot attempt up. And it will be good for Curran. As ASU now has the lead. Another lead change of the game. Gallegos. Outside to Hobson. Hobson at point. Picks up her dribble. And give out to Brown. Brown now driving inside. Into the paint. Tries to find a pass. Can go off a defender though. As we now have an attempt there. Shot up and no good. Davini looking for that one. Close game. 1-point game as we go into half here. Big defensive standpoint on both teams. 31-32. Any last thoughts before we go into half there,
I
Naya?
would say from both teams, I see a lot of moving the ball around. Both teams like to move the ball around, which is good because it gets all their players to gets all their players to um equally touch the ball. It's important that all the players, are able to put some shots up.
Yeah,
You can see
absolutely.
that with their averages that, they're not too far off in numbers. Like a lot of the players are averaging 12, 11, 8 points. So,
Yeah, well, eventful first half, 31-32, ASU up. We have 4 minutes, 20 seconds before we come back. So we hope to see another eventful second half. I'm Russell Brown alongside Nia Jackson. We'll see you after break. I'm Marshall Brown alongside Nia Jackson. We're going to find our way back into this second half action, 31-32 ASU. Now, what do we need to see out of these two teams, specifically for an eventful second half?
I would say that both teams need to talk. I mean, going into the second quarter, I heard that a lot of talking from GCU, but I didn't really hear much from ASU's side. So, ASU has the lead right now. If they want to keep it up, they need to talk, communicate, move the ball around, but we'll see.
And GCU wants to hold on to that #1 spot come next week. So they're really looking for this win. Into the corner, shot up for ASU. Gonna be no good, and that's going to fall out of bounds as it travels. Shot by Curran. It's going to go off. A lope. ASU will get ball back. Daniel with ball at point. Drives inside. Kicks out to the wing. Shot up. High attempt is going to be no good. Arcing shot. Brown now. Shot attempt up for the layup. No good. With contact. Daniel drives inside. Kicks to the corner. Curran to the wing. Davini up to point. Shot attempt by Settlemeyer is going to be no good as it clanks off the rim. Brown. Pass inside to Hobson. Back out to point for Brown. Shot up and no good. Rebound almost got for Lopes, and it is. Gonna be a shot called there, though, as Cantina heads to the line for two. First shot, no good. For Cantina, she has a chance to tie it up here with her second shot. No good on both. ASU rebound. Daniel. Gonna be a referee timeout there as we have little clock issues on the court. Inbound Davini to Daniel. Daniel kicks it to the paint. It's gonna be up and good for Settlemeyer. Brown. Pass out to the wing is going to fall to the corner. As the attempt goes inside, no good. Rebound attempt off as well. Evans was there. Davini now with ball to Daniels with the 3 attempts. Off the front of the rim, no good. Brown. Passes to the wing. Evans. Finds a man in the paint. Out to the wing. Going to be a foul called, though. As ASU heads back with possession up 3. Daniels drives in, kicks out. Ferraro. Back to Ferraro. Mid-range jumper. Be no good. Fast break opportunity going to be off the hands of Hobson there. ASU driving down court again. 2-on-1 there on Davini. Davini gets the ball, layup attempt, no good. Brown now. Pushing the ball up court. Off to the wing. Shot attempt up. And it is good. Hobson with the 3 ball. Daniel. The wing for Ferraro. Ferraro pushing it herself to point. Takes a deep three. And it's going to be good for Ferraro deep on the wing. Brown now bringing it up. Kicks it out. Back to Brown. Quintero screen gives Brown the shot. Up and no good. Quintero with the rebound, but we'll get a foul called as she heads to the line.
Christian, 3 on 35.
Quintero's first shot up and good. ASU subs in too. Maddie Jarday and Mickey Smith finding their way on the court for the Sun Devils. Shot number 2 is up and good too. 1 point game. With under 6 minutes left in this third quarter. ASU now. Jarday out to Ferraro. Ferraro driving to her left. Tries to get the pass inside. Be batted back court. Brown on defense. Shot attempt from the corner. Daniels. No good. ASU rebound as it passes out to the wing. Readjustment for ASU. They try to find something into the paint. It's going to be no good. On the floor foul. And Quintana will send ASU to the baseline. Pass out to the corner into the wing. Jarday now to the corner. Passes into the paint. Out into the wing. Ferraro. Daniels in the corner. Daniels driving in. Reverse layup attempt. Up and good. Add 2 more in there for ASU. Brown. Evans. Evans finds Quintero. We're going to foul on Daniels there. On the floor as they send the Lopes to the baseline here. 3-point game. Brown on Quintero. Now to the corner, back to Brown. Shot up and good. Tie game now. Big 3 from Brown. Daniel. Looking to find something. Readjusting. Settlemeyer now. Back out to the 3-point line. Passes out to Ferraro. Inside. In the paint. Go up and in. No good for Smith, but she gets her own rebound. As she goes back up. The travel called on Smith. We'll give it to the Lopes. Full court press for ASU. We'll get to the Lopes as they just toss it away there. Goes out of bounds. Back to the Sun Devils. Daniels bringing it up. Moves to the wing and drives inside herself. Passes out to the wing. Ferraro, deep 3 attempts. No good off the backboard. Rebound as it was lost there for a second goes to the Lopes. Hobson. Outside gets Carter. Into the corner for Evans. To Brown at point. Tana screen attempt goes back to her. As he's stolen. Ferraro now driving down court. Tries to find a man deep in range. Rebounds. ASU. After it went off the backboard. As it stays with ASU off a lope. Ferraro to inbound. Foul on Smith there on the inbound. We'll send it back to the Lopes. Stolen in there. And Daniels will get the 2 points off the stolen ball. Full court press again, as we were talking about. Call a timeout there, but a full court press again, as we were talking about that first quarter that we did see in the second.
Yeah, of course. And like I said before, the steals, if you're gonna steal the ball, you gotta put some points on the board. And they've been doing that. The Sun Devils, they have been constantly stealing the ball from the Lopes and have been able to convert.
Yeah, and a couple big steals to give it at that. Daniels on that attempt there. He's going to put the Sun Devils up two, and still a close game. Nobody pulling away. It's been back and forth still. I mean, we're seeing defense on both sides, and some big threes. I think Brown's hit a couple big threes over there on the Lope side that have just kept this game in range for them.
Yeah, and on the Sun Devil side, I think Ferraro has hit a couple threes herself too.
Inbound here for the Lopes. They beat this full court press and make it to their own side. Hobson. Inside back out to Evans. Evans' shot attempt is up and no good off the back of the rim. As she goes inside and tries to do it back herself and gets it. Evans, 2 points, ties the game. Daniel moving around. She's now at the wing. To the corner, driving inside, gets a layup attempt, off contact, up. She's going to get 2 shots on that one. And that's one that we saw earlier that she still, that she had go in too.
Yeah, I think her favorite move is a reverse layup. She did one down there on the other end, in the beginning of like the first quarter. She did it here again in the third quarter, and she's been pretty successful at it.
First shot attempt no good as she goes for a second. That one will fall as ASU goes up 1 now. Blommers. Over to Hobson. Blommers. The corner, Evans. Back to Hobson at point. Carter with the shot attempt is going to be no good. But Quintana with the rebound as the shot goes up now. No good again. Sun Devils with the board. Daniels down court. She finds an opening as she drives in. Gets a man at the wing. Wide open shot. No good. Brought up now by Evans. Sent out to Carter. Stolen by a Sun Devil there. So they're now just finding open court to run around in. Ferraro reevaluating that point. Sends the wing. Daniels sits and shoots. And it is good there for Daniel. Evans out to Blommers. Sends it inside. Finds an open man in the paint. Up and rebound. Layup no good. Rebound by ASU. As Daniels brings it up court. Under a minute to play now in this third quarter. Dribble around there. Off a Sun Devil. Right off Reese's hands there. Inbound for Carter. Gallegos bringing the ball up. The screen is Gallegos here. Over to Hobson. Now a point. Into the wing. Gallegos. Drive inside. Shot. Shot from the corner will fall for Quintana. 10 seconds left to play here as Daniels pulls it up. Ball back to Daniels. 2 seconds now. Not going to get a shot off as the seconds fall to 0. 43-45 2-point game still, ASU with the lead.
Yeah, you know, Sasha Daniel on ASU, she's like their feisty little player. She's kind of been going out, getting the steals. She's been putting up the shots. And for her size, I think it's an advantage to her because she's able to kind of get in and get out.
Very elusive is what I'd say. I'd definitely say that she's moving across that court very well. A lot of speed, quickness, and she's definitely benefited the Sun Devils a lot right now.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
The one thing that I will say, these last two teams when they matched up, uh, it was 47-41 is what the Lopes trailed late in the fourth quarter. So this isn't a game that they haven't seen before. ASU had the lead last time they played, and the Lopes are comfortable being in this spot.
See, you know, it's the fourth quarter, so the Lopes can really turn on the Jets and start putting some more shots up on the board and, you know, hopefully take the lead.
Hobson now out to Carter. Sends it to the wing. Blommers driving inside is Hobson as she now finds herself at the wing. Into the corner, back for Blommers. To Hobson again, shot from wing. No good. Daniels finds an open man in the paint, which that layup will go up and good. Count it for an easy bucket. The Lopes move up the court. Quintana. Gallegos. Shot from Carter for three is good. Deep three at that, too, from the wing. Gets this game to 1. Daniels is set up. Drives inside to her right, off the foot of a Lopes kickball. Gonna send it to the baseline for the Sun Devils.
Breakthrough, yes. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Finds Davini inside, looks to the corner. Curran. Curran now driving inside herself, looks to find something, but goes off the backboard. Gallegos. Hobson now driving in. He's going to get the foul call as she goes up, though, and will head to the line for 2. Attempt to get this game a little closer.
Yeah, one thing I will say, down on the other end, number 19, Kara Carter, she's came off the bench, but she's been, you know, a very beneficial player coming off the bench. You know, she puts up shots, she's put up 2 threes so far, and she's just been a very good role player. So I think that's a benefit for the Lopes here.
6th man of the year. Both of those fall as GCU takes the lead. Daniels doing it herself, driving in the mid-corner. Pass inside to the paint will be no good off the backboard. Hobson to Carter. Back to Hobson at point. A shot from Hobson will be good for 3. Add a little bit more. 4-point lead now for the Lopes after they were just down going into the fourth.
Like I said, if the Lopes turn on the Jets, then they can really take this. And they are turning on those Jets.
Daniels kicks the corner, finds Curran for 3. No good. Off the front of the rim. A holding call by Settlemeyer. Go right back to the Lopes. A deep pass. Gallegos. Blommers now into the corner. Hobson. It's going to be no good. It's be deflected to Davidi now with possession. Daniels. Go off of Lopes. Is he trying to get a pass into the paint there? Sun Devils back with possession on baseline. Finds Davini. Davini in the corner. Pass to Daniels. Daniels at the wing. Looking. That pass to Jarade will go out of bounds. As GCU gets possession here. Full court press again. Blommers. Hobson at point. Quintana now driving inside herself. Puts it up. No good as it was blocked. Ferraro now. Tries to find the man inside. It's going to be no good. Off a lope. Rebounded though. Hobson going inside. Looks to the corner. Finds Carter. Carter driving inside. And that layup attempt is good for Carter. And as you said, Carter coming in clutch in the hot minutes of this game.
Yeah, of course. Just, being able to put up points, from beyond the arc or inside the paint, something you need.
Curran with the three will be no good. As Gallegos gets the rebound over to Carter. Carter takes another shot, and it is good for Carter. Carter is hot.
Carter is hot.
And just like that, the lead moves to 9 for GCU. Daniels goes in for the layup herself and will get it. Cuts the lead to 7. And there will be a timeout by ASU. As they go full timeout here, knowing that this might be the time they need to talk about it a little bit more. A little bit possession there, a little bit of spark by Daniels. They need a little bit more of that if they're gonna get this game closer.
Yeah, I think a couple people, Ferraro, Settlemeyer, Curran, they probably need to help a little bit more offensively, getting some of the rebounds, not turning the ball over as much, because Daniels can't do it all herself. It's not a one man's game. It's for everybody here.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think one thing we talked about before the game is they were going to rely on Curran, and we have not seen a lot of Curran this game. Curran came into this game averaging 16.6, and I think she's just a little cold today. Her shots haven't fallen.
Yeah, I agree so, but sometimes it's good to spread the wealth here, as you're able to have some players take the lead, Daniels being one of them.
Gallego to Carter as Carter brings it up back to Gallego as they beat the full court press. Outside. Gonna find it Blommers now, moving inside. Quintana holding it herself. Hobson driving inside, kicks it out Gallego. Gallego at the wing to Hobson again. Quintana now moving to point herself. Hobson driving inside, kicks it out. A shot attempt up and no good for Blommers. Quick moving down court for Daniels as she finds a man in the paint. Moves back out to point, that ball deflected. Gallego with a steal. Just under 5 minutes left in this fourth period. Shot attempt up and no good. Ferraro now driving down the court after she rebounded it. In a wild layup attempt. It's not going to fall.
Yeah, she kind of just threw it up there.
Yeah, sometimes those desperation heaves work, but I think that's probably not the shot you're looking for.
No, yeah, you want to be
That-
mindful when it comes to your possession.
Quintana's going to go out to Hobson. Hobson at point. Moving to wing. She gets it to Carter. Carter's going to look inside. Back out to Carter as she shoots for 3. Another three-pointer for Carter hit.
Kira Carter. That might just be our player of the game.
Coming off the bench, putting up the points she has. I think it's hard to not go her way.
Yeah, of course.
Ferraro now with the stop dribble is going to pass it out. Davini. Davini now looking to push inside, but a travel will be called. Did see some contact on that ball, so it could have gone both ways there.
Yeah, but she did move that pivot foot, so
Gallego now to inbound, gets it out to Carter. Carter pushes it to Sommers. As they try to beat this full court press, Carter gets it back, and they do. Inside. I'm going to call a foul there, though, on Davini. As Aubrey Evans now finds her way into the game for Sommers. Carter on the inbound. Go out to Quintana. Back to the corner looking for Carter. Carter's going to find it and keep her dribble. Send it out to the wing. Hobson looking over. Quintana now. Over back to Hobson. Looking for a tip there, but not going to get it. Kicks it out. Evans. Gallego in the corner. Back to Evans. Hobson. Back to point. Quintana. Spin. Inside. Layup attempt no good. ASU will get rebound. 10-point game. 2:40 left. Ball inside. Layup is up and good. As the Sun Devils find something there for Settlemeyer. Carter now drives inside herself, looks up, foul called, count the bucket, give Carter another shot for a 3-point play.
you wanna know what's crazy about Kara Carter here? She's only a freshman. So her being a freshman coming in, putting up amazing points and being able to do this and, get the foul called and get the and one, it's it's crazy because she's still in her early stages here at GCU. She has so much time to develop over these next couple years.
Ferraro now pushes inside in the paint. As the ball goes up, and it is good there for Reese. 8-point game. Stolen there for ASU. As Curran sends it out to Ferraro. Back inside Reese. Reese looking up for it again. And that one's not going to fall. Those are ones that you need to fall.
Yeah,
Late period.
in desperate times like this, you need those shots to fall.
Gallego. Ooh, push off there. Not called. Evans driving inside, kicks it back out to wing. Hobson dribbling around, finds Gallego with a layup attempt, and that's going to be up, and it's going to hit just in and off of the rim. It's going to be rebounded again. Quintero tried to get that one, but that attempt again goes no good. Well, we're going to go off of Lokes here as the pass is deflected from Daniels. Eight-point game, minute and 9 seconds left. ASU is going to need a spark and something special. And that just might be it as they count that attempt there. Settlemeyer's basket will fall, and she gets a chance to make it a 3-point play here at the line.
Yeah, you need these points here, You're down by 6. Maybe get a steal. Cut it close.
5-point game now. Definitely not out of it. Carter, their dribble stopped out to Gallego. Finds Evans. Back out. Brown as the foul's called. Curran with the foul. And that's kind of, you're at that point of the game where the foul is smart. You can't just let GCU hold on to the ball.
Yeah, of course, because then they'll just run the clock, They'll dilly-dally around, run the clock down, and that won't give you enough time to have a good possession.
Brown's first one will go. She gets another here. 6-point game. That other one will make it a 3-possession game. Got to move quick if you're ASU. Daniels pulling it down. Spending a lot of time at that point. Jarde back to Daniels. 40 seconds. Shot attempt by Ferraro for three is going to be up and no good. Brown with the rebound.
Black ball.
A jump ball, though, will go to ASU. You're looking for luck. You got that. Daniels now, three-point attempt up. No good off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Carter. Carter now dribbling, trying to break that press. Going to get it to Brown. 17 seconds. Brown now over to Carter. Carter finds her way out. Evans back to Carter. 7 seconds as they're just going to let this clock die down, and this game will fall to the 0-0 mark, 63-56. What can we say about that?
We can say that, the Lopes did it again. They were down and they came back. Think think that's good on them, being able to be down and yet still come out on top. That says a lot about their team.
Absolutely. Another testament of a great comeback. Um, GCU does take it down 63-56 on Marshall Brown alongside Nia Jackson. This is the Varsity Sports Show, and we are going to send it down to Diego Iniguez in just a moment for your post-game interviews.